and happy Thursday, everybody. It's the first Thursday of the new year. It's 2022. It's also Epiphany today, which is
what does that mean?
the baptism. It's the baptism of Jesus. It's the Three Kings Day, when the Three Kings came and said to Jesus, here's some frankincense, something called myrrh.
And, it was always my favorite.
And gold. And you know who else likes gold? It's Doug, actually. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing good. I like gold, but I also like myrrh. I don't know what it is.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Myrrh.
Hey, Roe. Hey, Bia. Thanks for joining in.
Hey,
Roe.
everybody.
Roe, do you see what your badge is?
You got a sweet old sub badge there, Roe.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Hey, El Super Lenacho. Super Lenacho? El Super Lenacho? Is that how we say it? How are we saying it, Shane?
What? El Super Nacho.
It's Super Lenacho.
El Super Lenacho.
Roe, it is a koala bear.
Lincho. Lincho.
Super Lincho. Oh.
I had it right before, right? I had it right.
I just want nachos, so I'm just like, it must be nachos. That's what I want.
It does sound like nachos.
Yeah. I keep thinking nacho Libra. It's not my fault. It's what I want.
Let's see. Myrrh is a plant.
Yeah, I'll take the gold then.
It's a gum resin extracted from a number of small thorny tree species.
Oh, I love a little thorny tree.
It's been used throughout history as a perfume, incense, and a medicine. So,
are you a perfume cologne kind of fella, Shane?
You know, I was in my early teens, and it was a disaster. Like, I would put way too much on, go to school. People are like, what is that? And so I kind of learned my lesson. And now if I do wear it, I'm like, you know who's going to smell it? Is whoever, you got to get real close to me to smell it.
Yeah. You gotta want your musk.
Yeah, you gotta come in for a hug. You know, you gotta get a grip. You gotta come in hot.
Koala Roe, I saw about Djokovic. They were just like, get out of our country. Get.
Milia Jolovic?
Oh, Milia Jovovich. I always had a little crush on her.
Really?
No, the tennis player. The number one tennis player in the world. And they said, get out. You can't play here.
Johnsons.
And they won't say if he's vaccinated or not, but they're saying his team applied for the wrong application. And they said that he had his phone with him, but he couldn't prove that he was able to enter the country. Sounds like he's not vaccinated. And he's like, but I'm the best in the world, so it shouldn't matter. And they're like, it does.
I see. Is that a cat? I'm talking about a cat.
It's a koala bear.
Koala, dude. Get your eyes checked.
That's a cat. Stanley?
How is that a cat? It has a long tail. Oh, that's weird. Maybe you're not seeing the correct badge. Maybe you're seeing the 1 month badge, not the 5 month badge. Because
I see the 5 month badge. Is a cat.
Is a cat. And I also see the 5 month badge.
Okay.
The koala. Yeah. That's correct.
Well,
that's correct.
I'm sorry we spoiled it for you.
Oh, it's fixed now.
Oh, nice.
Lecho. Ooh, type of sauce here.
Lecho. Type of sauce. Nice.
Lecho. I'm gonna look it up because maybe I want that sauce.
Do they Amazon it over? Sorry, everyone. I should apologize because nothing's happening here, and there's a reason. It's because of how I feel about all of you, and I wanted to do something really special tonight, change up the scene. And it was a clusterfuck, if I'm being honest. And so we had a lot of technical difficulties, which is why we're also 5 minutes late. So you can blame me, and you can thank Shane for having patience, because we almost didn't have a show.
I told Doug that I had already told people that we're having a show. So-
And then he told me I was being dramatic in the talent, and he was right. Yeah.
Well, that's because you are the talent, Doug. If if last stream proved anything, it proved that. It proved that you are the talent, and you got the goods.
Nobody paints pizza like you.
The pizza bird.
For those who
Go
didn't
for
see it, for those who didn't
Go
see
for
it,
some blueberries. Hey,
Here's
Gilson,
Shane.
how you doing?
here's Shane's pizza chubby chick going in for
You
some
gotta bring it in
blueberries.
to show the detail. It's all in the detail.
Oh my God, the details are off the
Yeah.
charts.
Yeah.
Look at those
See, it's
blueberries.
going-
Bloop,
those
bloop, bloop,
blueberries.
bloop, 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 bloop. Charlie.
Because you can't see him jumping otherwise. Why the bird needs to jump? I don't know.
And now I'm revisiting my bird. And mine looks just so over it. Like,
Yeah,
egg,
that.
get
yeah.
the fuck
You know
out
what it
already.
was?
I'm tired.
It was laying that egg. That took a lot out of it.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm done.
That's a big egg. Big egg. Your friend just waited in line 7 hours for a COVID test. I am sick right this second, and I don't know if I have COVID or if I just have a cold.
You sound like you could work at one of those call centers for sex.
Oh, I can. I'm real good at that stuff. You know, all you have to do is this. Yes. That's it. You just say yes a lot. Yes.
It sounds like experience talking.
Yeah. Do you want me to take my clothes off? Yes. And blah, blah, blah? Yes.
Kill sigil?
Anything else?
The chicken
Yes.
came first. That's how we got the egg.
What? No, the egg came first. That's how we got the chicken.
Not my painting.
This sauce, by the way, this Let's Go sauce,
Oh, yeah.
sounds amazing. It's a ragu or stew, which is explicitly yellow pointed peppers, tomato, onion, salt, ground sweet or hot paprika. And yeah, onions and peppers are usually sauteed in lard, bacon fat, or sunflower oil. I mean, it sounds amazing. And it looks like they dip all sorts of stuff in it.
What would you dip in it? What'd you fire in there?
I don't know, maybe some like pita chips or a spoon.
I like your spoon action. Now, are you a peanut butter and spoon kind of fella?
No, I like to use my hands.
Oh, wow.
I always find that so gross when you see it in TV and movies when they just stick their whole hand in there. It's like, what are you doing?
I've
don't
never
want that
seen
in
that.
your
What movies are you
fingernails.
watching? No, you don't, because that smell doesn't dissipate easily.
It's like, that doesn't go away. I don't know.
No.
I've seen it a bunch, it seems. No, I will eat peanut butter with a spoon, though. For sure I will.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a
To
dangerous
me-
game, though, once you get started.
But bread's just a
Also-
vessel for me.
Yes, it's a way to get it into you.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, bread is just a vessel to get other things, cheeses and meats and dips and butters.
Lobsters.
Sure. Escargot juices.
Oh, that's good though. Look, I
We
sound
should
sick.
do that next time. Next time we should do that.
Yeah,
Escargots.
I love a little escargot though.
Whoa, so do I. I had one not too long ago. A couple weeks ago, actually. Not one. I had 6.
You know what? That reminds me of a horrible drawing I did years ago. A former sister-in-law of mine, she wanted me to draw her and her friend as snails. So I put these 2 snails all dolled up in this convertible sports car, and I called them escargogos.
Oh.
I was young.
Where did the idea come from? Why did they want to be done up as snails?
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could remember because it would make more sense, but I don't recall. But yeah.
The was it because they were
that's something I did.
escorts or because they were
It was more about the car.
Okay, just checking.
From my recollection, but hey, I was young.
Escort go-go, yeah. Indeed. So here's a very serious question, and this goes out to chat as well. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Oh. Well, are you asking me as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, for me, it depends on the peanut butter. What is on the back of my neck? Do I have a mole? Who knew? I should get that looked at. If it's plain peanut butter, I want the crunch. If it's flavored, I want it smooth.
Flavored?
Oh yeah, you like salted caramel, delicious. Cookie dough peanut butter, delicious. Don't need the nuts.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you getting these?
I don't shop it just anywhere, Shane.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever seen a flavored peanut butter before. In my whole life. Honey. No, not even honey. Honey is near the peanut butter in the aisle.
Yeah. No, you can get it online. That's all. It's very attainable. You don't see it at the grocery store much though. That's all.
And are you like the health peanuts? Yeah. Are you a just peanuts person?
No. I like
peanut butter.
No, I don't like the sugar in it. I like pumpkin seed butter. I like a lot of nut butters. I like almond butter. I like.
Oh, but I mean, like, are you like a Skippy peanut butter or like a just
No.
peanuts peanut butter?
Just peanuts, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can't use crunchy peanut butter to make peanut butter fudge. Okay, but I mean, that's cooking peanut butter. I'm talking about eating peanut butter.
Like if you have a
Good.
tablespoon in front of you, what are you putting on there? Is that what you're asking, Shane?
Yeah,
I love nut butters.
I'm putting crunchy just
Love
peanuts peanut butter on there. And I will say not every peanut butter is created equal. That's for sure.
No, there's a lot of fillers and Rowie.
No, but even if it's just peanuts, like there's a lot of like some of the peanuts they get, it's like, oh, this peanut butter tastes like dirt. You know what I want my peanut butter to taste like? Peanuts, not dirt.
Do you want it to taste more like peanuts than butter, or do you care?
Good question. I think more like peanuts than butter because if I'm making toast, I'm probably putting butter on it anyway.
Oh, so you're doing a little mixy mix.
Oh, toast, butter, peanut butter. Boom.
We talked about this before. The don't give the dose to the one you love most.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Give him just as soon as you said toast, it just took me right back there.
Right. Yeah. As it would. Thea says smooth.
Yep.
No butter, but peanut mousse.
Whoa.
Peanut mousse.
I can't shame your love of Vegemite. It's our bonding thing that you just don't realize we bond over. No, it's cultural. I just, you know what? I'm gonna go get some. And then I'll just try it again, and maybe I'll love it.
Vegemite?
Yep, we'll just eat it on the show.
What about the Marmite?
One of them I like less than the other. Maybe I'll get both.
On another level.
I'll get both, and we'll just try it.
Get both. We'll have a taste test on the show.
Yep.
No peanut butter for Roy, just Vegemite.
That's fair. Now, are you a jam man?
Oh, I love a jam. Sure.
Are you more of a jelly than a jam or a jam?
I like a raspberry jam.
You know what? I'm a sucker for a raspberry too.
And you know what? Same treatment. Exact same treatment. Cup of tea, toast, butter, jam.
Yes. I might go just jam right on the toast. I don't know if I need butter all the time.
You need butter. And it's got to be salted or it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, God, yes. What are we selling tickets for? Peanut butter taste off 2022. Nice. Don't put on a lot of toast. It's small. I'm going to eat it with a spoon.
I think he's talking about the Vegemite.
I know.
Nice thin Vegemite layer.
All right.
Corn relish on sandwiches and fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Corn relish, I'm a big fan of relish. All relishes.
Are you a mustard man?
I would eat a mustard.
I like mustard.
All right, we could talk about food all night, and we probably will. But let's just take one moment to acknowledge the loss of a very special lady.
Yeah. We didn't... Yeah. Yes. Yes, please. Actually, you know what? Can you hold on for a hot minute? I'm gonna go get something. Okay. Not planned. Not planned. You just please.
I can hold on for a hot minute or two. Indeed. It's just sad, sad days, you know? Sad, sad days. How was everybody's New Year's? Did anybody get up into anything cool? Anything fun? I did not much. I was here doing not much. Did some recording, which was fun. And now it's 2022, which seems like it should be the future already. Yet it's not. It's the present. You know, 20 years ago, I thought 2022 was the future. You played video games until 4 a.m. like a teenager? What game were you playing?
I'm back.
Okay. I thought maybe your mic had gone out.
No. So, just gonna show it.
Betty White died.
But
oh, you got it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. They put it out before she turned 100.
Yep.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Fucked up. Yeah.
But they already
I mean,
it.
Yeah, and I get why they did that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
because her birthday's what, January 17th or something?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna check. I think it is. Yeah, January 17th, 1922. Holy smokes! I guess that makes sense if she was going to be 100.
Yeah, it does.
You know, she looked good for 99.
She looked great for whatever she was on the Golden Girls. One thing I've been hearing a bit lately, and it makes me laugh, but I love it because I don't love those Sex and the City ladies, but they are the same age as the Golden Girls were when the Golden Girls were on their show. Now that they've reboot, and there's been some debate over like, well, if we gave the Sex and the City girls the Golden Girls haircuts, would they look just as horrible? And I think they'd look worse.
So Golden Girls was 85. I'm just gonna do some.
But they were only in their like early 60s, like supposed to be.
And Estelle Getty was younger, and they made her look older, right?
Yeah, I think she was literally like in her 40s.
22 to 85. Let's see. 60. Betty White was 63 when Golden Girls started. What about Oh, Estelle Getty's 1 year younger than Betty White.
Oh, I thought she was decades younger. My bad. She might have been 84.
She was same age as Betty White, 22.
Oh, wow.
Not 22, not 22 years old. She's born in
Born.
1922.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. What about Blanche?
Blanche Devereaux. Rue McClellan. Ah, the youngest of the bunch.
Younger than Sophia?
1934.
Huh.
Which would have made her
Quite a bit younger.
51 when they first started.
Something's happening.
Oh
Hey,
my
James.
goodness. Hey,
Thanks
James.
for the raid.
Hello, James people. How's all's y'all's doing?
Thanks for
All's
the raid.
all's y'all's. Thanks for
James,
the
I have a
raid. Nice to
question.
see you.
I watched your show earlier, and I was on my phone, and I tried to send you some correspondence, some emotes, some junk. Did it show up? Didn't look like it did, so I wasn't sure.
Hey, Hart. How you doing?
Hey, Hart.
So just to catch everybody up, we're just curious what your peanut butter smooth chunky situation is.
Yeah.
So let us know. Smooth,
Yeah.
crunchy.
How do you like it?
The questions are
Ooh.
smooth or crunchy,
Or allergic?
real peanuts, or processed with sugar.
Hart likes it smooth.
You prefer smooth, eh?
You weren't a bad streamer. You were singing along. You were having a time. You were saying hi to a bunch of other people. I'm like, damn, I'm missing out. I'm doing something wrong. I know. It's me. It's not you.
Smooth, smooth, smooth.
You were painting some nudity. It was good.
I thought it was somebody pooping.
I'm not. I just saw nudity. I didn't see the actions they were taking.
I might have.
Inferred?
Yeah, I might have projected a little bit. I might have been pooping.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Hart wants to talk about the art. What are you doing?
I'm working on a wood panel, as you can probably tell. It's a commission based off of a poem someone had done about going into the depths of their own. Well, they're a swimmer, but they really just kind of want to emerge and come out the other side of this painting, and they just want like a figure, but very subtle. So it's very going to be really abstract. So, and they actually just bought a new home, so I know where it's going to live within the space. So that's really helping me choose the color palette, even though it's going to be a lot of blues. It's really just about this person or entity swimming and finding another entity, but that other entity isn't going to be on the canvas, but it's about that spiritual connectivity within the water for them.
Cool.
Hope that helps. So I'm just doing some base of that, of what I want to have is kind of like, I want the wood panels to kind of seep through the layers of paint. So it'll be a while, but this is stage one.
Good place to start.
It is, yeah.
Well, this is going to be interesting to see how this unfolds.
Yes.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I can tell. Are you a painter, Hart? An artist? You still there, Shane?
I am still here. I was spacing out there for a second. I'm okay. I'll be all right.
Good, good. What kind of art do you
I've
do,
been
Hart? Is it Hart or Harte? Because I really want to. I want to go with the Harte, but
Oh, Harte.
yeah. But if it's
I
not,
like
that's
Harte
fine.
too.
I don't know. It's kind of like
Wouldn't
little
there
extra.
need to be an accent goo on there?
Only if you had the keyboard that gives you goos.
What? Don't you just? Oh, yeah.
Heart. Oh, there it is.
Heart it is.
Exante. A little
Hey,
zhuzh.
Troy Orbison.
Hey,
Hi,
Troy.
Troy Orbison. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
What did we do for New Year's? New Year's for me, Bia, was pretty quiet. I had some food, stayed home. Nothing was open. It was all shut down shit here.
What? Did you have specific New Year's eats, or did you just have whatever you had?
I should know, but I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
It was probably amazing. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, yeah, it was. I got, because we were supposed to go to Studio East, and then it wasn't going to be open, because nothing was, but they were still doing takeout. So I got ramen from there. It's really good.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah.
New Year's ramen.
Yeah.
I didn't do much of anything. I had a friend here for a couple of days, and we were working on some pre-production for some of his songs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically did that and drank and etc. for 3 days straight. So it was pretty laid out by New Year's time. I watched that Beatles documentary.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
Get Back. It's good. I mean, it's an investment in time.
Okay.
And it can be very... It's the kind of thing, like, it's really slow, but then, like, if you're not paying attention the whole time, you're going to miss something.
Okay.
Because it's just them in the studio writing songs. It's cool to see them they're just a freaking band. They're in the studio having a good time writing songs, and, you know, there's a little bit of drama.
Who's the drama?
Here and there. Surprisingly, George.
Oh. Yeah.
And
What's his trouble?
I had this like impression of John Lennon that he was, and maybe he still was, but he just seemed like he was there to have a good time and make jokes, and you know, Paul was kind of serious, but not really. They're all kind of, and Ringo just didn't give two shits.
Oh yeah, cool.
But well worth the watch. It's like, I would suggest splitting up. I think they're 3 3-hour episodes or 4 3-hour episodes or something.
Oh wow.
I would just split up every episode into like an hour and a half or something.
Right.
Because it can get, you kind of feel like you're in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ringo showed up every day at 8 a.m. and smoked. And I think he also, every time he was coming in, he's carrying 2 beer. It's like, I think he was just smoking and drinking the whole time.
Cool.
John was a huge joker, very sarcastic. There's some really funny moments in that when they're just like, they're just doing the stuff bands do, jamming on tunes, but like doing them all messed up, changing the lyrics, making faces at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well worth it.
So, Harte, the digital stuff's cool. Do you have a stream as well that we can follow along?
Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out.
Sweet.
Okay. Will this work?
No.
Will it work? No. Betty Bob, what are you doing?
Being troublesome.
Get on it.
Get up on it.
Let's get down on it. Get down on it.
You can't get up on it? You just gotta get down, eh?
You think you can get up on it? Depends what it is. You know, is it a stage? Get up on it. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
If it's
A horse? Get up on it.
get up on it. Yeah. Motorcycle, get down on it.
Get down on that. So good we're here to tell people what to do.
We should also shout out James. We already shouted out James. We shout out James.
On the weekly, I think.
Absolutely. Well, looky here. It's James Checkham and his art skills over at Twitch.
At the doings.
Just scroll on up. You'll find it. Because Betty doesn't have that command, which is pretty dumb.
Betty.
Pretty dumb.
Do we need to fire Betty?
No, but I will teach her this command. You know what there is, though? There is this. I'm actually typing as you, Doug.
That's you tend to do that.
This is good. I don't know who wrote this. I think it's probably me.
Maybe it's Maybelline? Oh, that's not how you
Doug
spell
Belly's-
Cyrus.
That's how I spell it.
She won't like that.
You don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
Sure.
Do you guys have some rain? We actually got a whole boatload last night.
We are getting a shit ton of snow though tomorrow. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't looked
Really?
at the 50 centimeters.
Not interested.
Like a foot and
No,
a half?
thank you. Send it back.
Where would you send it?
Send it back.
Unterrible?
Somewhere where it doesn't matter. You know?
That sounds like a song from a musical.
Somewhere over the. Where were you sending?
Where it doesn't matter, you said though. That doesn't work at all. Your song sucks.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I didn't write it. So.
Well,
You can-
didn't you? Just now.
You know who did that?
No, I don't.
Does anybody? Anybody know who wrote it? Was it Schuster? Wayne and Schuster?
Really?
No, I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't think anyone knows what that is except for you and I.
The friggin', you know what's, okay, my keyboard's C key is broken all of a sudden. So now I have to right click copy and keep it in my,
That sounds like a song. Everything sounds like a song to me tonight, apparently.
okay, it was composed by Yip Hamburg and Harold Arlen.
Oh, Yippee and Harry.
Yeah, that's right, Yippee and Harry. Sung by
Love
Judy
them.
Garland.
Yeah, I was going to say Julia Ormond, but she was an actress, and I was like, I know that's not right.
Judy Garland is also an actress.
Well, a singing one, though. I don't think Julia Ormond is a singing one. Do you remember Kevin Costner's Robin Hood?
Yes. Yeah,
She
I did.
was Maid Marian.
So the one thing I took away from that movie,
Just one, eh?
just one thing, the very one thing that I took away from that movie, they're going into the court where they're going to hang whoever, I don't know, somebody in Little John, I don't know, whoever they're going to hang, I can't even remember. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
But they're going in, and there's a guy at the gate, and as people are coming in, he's saying, "No bows, no blades, leave your weapons here." No bows, no blades. Leave your weapons here. And the second I saw that, all I thought was acting debut. It's his acting debut.
Yeah, he got a speaking line.
And that's all I remember from that movie. That's it. No blades, no bows. Leave your weapons here.
It's good. It's good.
Hard party. We're having a hard party?
A hard party?
I'm okay with that, with a hard party.
Wow. I know. Bea put in a photo of her partying hard. Up a little further. Her and Leo.
Oh.
Her and Leo.
Oh, here we go.
And you didn't talk about it.
Sorry.
Ah, that's amazing.
Oh, just let me show the people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the people were seeing things.
Not yet.
The people are gonna love it.
Uptake.
The people are gonna love it.
Slow
I
on
love
the
it.
uptake. I love it. There you go. Partying hard. Man, it's almost 3 in the morning. So,
Yeah.
or is that 5 past midnight? That's probably better. Because there's fireworks in the woods.
Do you like that ABBA song? Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight?
What? I don't think I know that ABBA song.
Give it a go.
What's it called? Gimme, gimme, gimme. It is. Gimme a man after midnight.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll listen to a minute of this.
Madonna sampled it on one of her tunes.
Cool guitar line right off the top there. Oh, all right.
It's fun.
Yeah. There's the disco beat.
Yeah. The Madonna stole. Or borrowed or paid
12:30. It's 12:30.
Yeah. And you know who?
Man after minute.
But Paul Schaefer didn't write this one. He wrote Raining Men.
Paul Schaefer wrote "It's Raining Men."
Yeah, for the Weather Girls.
I know who did it.
Yeah, my friend Anthony used to he had a whole dance party. He was grabbing for men after midnight. It was a whole thing.
Paul Schaefer. Paul Schaefer. Let's see. What other hits did he write? Because I think he wrote a bunch for a lot of people, right?
I think so too. In the 70s, he was kind of a big deal, and then he was on Letterman.
Here, he's done some charity work. He played with Robert Plant and the Honey Drippers. 2 solo albums.
Oh.
He's recorded with a wide range of artists: Donald Fagen, Diana Ross, B.B. King, Cyndi Lauper.
I like Cyndi.
Yoko Ono. Oh
Yeah.
no. Blues Traveler. Jeff Healey.
Oh, Jeff, little Canadian fella.
Yeah, I wonder how many people know Jeff Healey, blind Canadian fella. Also a guitar player.
Yeah. He plays a metal guitar. There's a name for that I don't know what it is. Sorry.
Steel?
That's the one. Bea, there will be if the person who commissioned pays for it. I'll happily paint the other painting.
Funny enough, Jeff Healey's more famous for guitar than being blind, like I made it out to be.
Oh, I didn't take it that way, but
Okay.
what do I know?
Well, what's easy?
Oh no.
It doesn't say about his hits.
Did he have many?
Like where's his hits?
Jeff Healey or Paul Schaefer?
Paul Schaefer?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just not familiar with this.
Maybe it's because you don't have a C button. You can't see
Did
it.
you know that he was inducted into the Order of Canada?
Paul Schaefer? Is he Canadian?
Yeah.
That I didn't know. No, I don't know. I don't know much about him.
He's a multi-instrumentalist who served as David Letterman's musical director, band leader, and sidekick for the entire run of The Late Show with David Letterman. He's a Canadian.
Fun. Didn't know that.
Toronto. From
Toronto.
Toronto. Down in Toronto. Also, famously bald.
Is someone unfamously bald?
Yes, I know some bald people who are not famous.
It's not a given.
Wouldn't that be a nice twist to it? You lose your hair, but you become famous.
Hey, Sabotage.
Hey, Sabotage, how you doing?
Look at the pop of color right there. Boom.
A little pop color, a little George Clooney love there.
Gotta love the George Clooney love. I've been seeing a lot of Brad lately. He's making coffee, making espressos. Looks delicious.
What?
Yep. He's in
Making
that new.
espressos.
Yeah, yeah. He's in that new Sandra Bullock movie, and he's quite funny. Yeah, there's one scene where I saw in the preview. She's like a book writer, and then she goes into the jungle looking for this lost city that she writes about, and Channing Tatum was cast as like the cover of her books because he's like the most handsome man in the world or whatever, but he has like Fabio hair in the book covers. And then like Daniel Radcliffe is like the evil guy who wants all the gold in the lost city or whatever. So it comes out like Channing Tatum's character starts to like the author, but then at one point she needs to be rescued, and then like Brad Pitt comes in with his long hair and whatever, and she's like, "Why are you so handsome?" And he's like, "My dad was a weatherman." And then he just picks her up and carries her away. I was like, that's a great line.
Is this a new movie?
Yeah, it's coming out soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called Lost City or something. It looks like it could be good. I mean, for a
Did
laugh.
you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Hollywood?
Yeah. I dare say Brad acted circles around Leonardo.
Yeah, I thought they were both good. I remember you saying that before I had watched the film. And then I watched it. Did you watch that new Leonardo one?
I couldn't finish it.
Don't Look Up.
I couldn't finish it. I thought he was, of what I saw, he was the better actor in that. He was really good in it. I shouldn't say he was better. I wasn't comparing him to anyone else, but I thought he did well in that role. One thing I didn't like, I just didn't like Meryl Streep's character of being like such a bimbo. I thought that was really strange. But whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty. What's the word? Light.
Mm-hmm.
Like shallow, I think.
Yeah.
You could tell they were going for jokes a lot, which is fine.
Did you find it funny though?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was easily watchable. I don't think I'd ever watch it again, but it was watchable. The satire that the satire that it's doing. I don't know how you say that, but that it was, there.
Mm-hmm.
What are you painting now?
I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna start a painting of a chubby chick.
What's this one doing?
I don't know. What do you want this one doing?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Anyone in chat have a request?
Let's do this. It's not Brad Pitt's birthday or anything. But how old do you think he is?
I'm guessing he's 54, so I'm probably off by a year. He might be 56. Oh, am I right on?
No, he's 58.
Yeah.
New year, new Doug. Here we go. This New
Yeah.
Year's throwing you off now, you know?
Off by 4 years now.
Oh, he's divorced. He's single. No, is he single?
Brad? Yep.
Oh, good for him.
I think it's probably by choice. He was dating Margot, what's her face there for a bit though. Maybe they still are. I don't know.
Check this out. Did you know this? Alongside George Clooney, Pitt is one of 2 actors, obviously the other one being George Clooney,
Sexiest
to
man
have won
alive twice.
to have won Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor and Best Picture. How did they win the Academy Award for Best Picture?
Maybe they were producers.
Or in it?
Yeah.
I really thought that was going to say Best Actor, and it says Best Picture. For many years, he was cited as the world's most attractive man, followed a close second by Doug Belding.
Right. He doesn't return my calls. I think we should be friends.
He has 6 children. Oh.
Yeah, a bunch.
Geez, you learn something new every day. Every day.
Well, he had twins with Angelina, and then they adopted all the other kids.
That's right. That's right.
Who was your favorite lady of his?
What are my options?
Gwyneth Paltrow. What's her name? The one from Natural Born Killers.
Juliette Lewis?
Yep. They were a thing way back when. Then I guess you have to probably go with Jennifer Aniston. Then Angelina Jolie. And then Margot Robbie. I'm sure there's some other people in there, but I don't remember.
List of his ex-girlfriends. Here.
Oh, there. Thank you.
This should be. Shalane McCall.
Don't know her.
No. Robin Givens. Wow, I didn't know that was Robin Givens.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that either. That's Mike Tyson's ex-wife, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Daly. These are all very old. Christina Applegate.
Oh, fun. I like her.
Yeah, I like her too. Juliette Lewis. Gina Davis.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
She's a rugged one.
I like Gina Davis.
I don't dislike Gina.
Julia Ormond.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they were in Legends of the Fall together.
That's right. Legends of the Fall. Steamy scenes apparently in that film.
Oh.
I did not see Legends of the Fall.
Oh, you should.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why not? Brad's in it.
I guess. Demi Moore.
What? That I don't approve of. Not a fan.
Briefly in the 90s.
Well, maybe everyone.
Shortly after Moore announced her separation from Bruce Willis.
Wow.
They bonded over yoga, apparently. That's what it says here.
Hmm. That's cool.
I'm just taking this rag of a website's word for things.
Do you want me to start like reading the People magazine for you?
If you could get me a couple National Enquirers, I'd be super into that. Yeah, Jennifer Aniston, Sienna Miller.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good mix.
So my favorite, I don't know, like I wouldn't have picked Jennifer Aniston before her movie career. Like when she was on Friends, I never would have picked her as one of the top favorites. But I liked her bad rom-coms that she was
Yeah,
in.
agreed. And she was really good in Dumpling. Did you see that one?
Dumpling?
Yeah.
Like a dumpling, but with no G.
Yeah.
Dumpling.
It was a name she called her kid. She was like a former beauty queen in the South, and her daughter was becoming one as well. But she was like I guess a plus size model maybe. And she didn't think her mom would support her, but come to find out that wasn't the case. And yeah, it was really good.
Oh,
I think it was
I've
Dumpling.
not
Maybe
seen
it was something else, but it was something like that. I think it was a
Dumpling.
Netflix. Okay.
2018 coming of age comedy film.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston as the mother, Rosie Dickinson. I liked her in what was the one where she was the boss and she was mean to Jason Bateman?
Mean Bosses?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It was great, yeah. It was really funny.
You know, all the words you just said.
Yeah.
That's the title of the movie.
That sounds accurate.
She played a bitch in that movie? It looks like a galaxy. It sounds like a galaxy. Space chubby chick.
That's cool.
What about you? I like Jennifer Aniston, I think. I'm going to go Jennifer Aniston as a strong second place.
Mm-hmm.
To somebody else.
Gina Davis, it sounds like.
Yeah, probably Gina Davis. What about you? What do you think?
I don't know. I actually liked him with Angelina. I know it's probably not the popular answer, but I don't tend to be popular. But I liked them when they were good.
Why wouldn't that be popular?
Well, he left Jennifer Aniston for her.
Oh, I see.
He was still married to her.
He took his name, Angelina Jolie Pitt.
Mm-hmm. And then,
The
yeah,
last name that I would pick. You know, if you had a choice, would you take that?
his brother's name is Doug Pitt.
Doug Pitt. That's hilarious. That's his brother's name, Doug Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's not a good name. Well, I mean, yeah, geez, this is relentless. Every old man would put those two into the pun that it already is, and think that they're the smartest. You just hear that over and over.
Oh yeah.
Where's your shovel, dog? You know, or you know, who dug that pit or whatever, like all that stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
Well, his parents had a sense of humor, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I wouldn't pick that name if I was marrying him.
Okay.
I would keep my own name.
Or would you hyphenate it, like Kit or Purr? Oh, Purr is a nice last name. Shane Purr.
Herpit. I don't think I could do it.
Pitker.
Ah, kerplunk.
Yeah. Anyway, he hasn't asked you to marry him, so I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I think I got a good shot at Doug though.
You might. You might.
All I have to do is not say anything about his name, and he's gotta like me.
Can't
like
be any
one
worse.
of like 4 people who haven't said something.
Yep.
He's 55 and he's an American businessman.
Cool. Sounds delightful.
Hold on. Here's another one. He holds the honorable title of Goodwill Ambassador for the United Republic of Tanzania.
Fantastic. Oh yeah, Stan is snoring hard.
Yeah, little cat snore action there.
There's a little cat nap.
So for some new things for 2022 around here. We have named the channel points Z Club points. You can request Doug to draw something if you have enough Z Club points, and we'll be adding some more stuff in for that. New sub badges are up. As you can see, Rowie has a beautiful koala. There are some other animals. They're a delight. A damn ass delight.
You do like delights.
What do you paint? Is that wood or canvas?
This is a canvas. Yeah. Hey, Angry Panda. Why can you only lurk?
Oh,
Give us the details.
Doug Pitt looks like Zach Braff.
Is that a good thing?
The Scrubs guy?
Oh.
Garden State?
Yeah.
Hey, Angry
Portman
Panda.
dated him.
Who did? Natalie
Natalie
Portman.
Portman, yes.
Weren't we talking about her earlier? No, we were talking about Mila Jovovich.
Yeah.
Mila Jo.
My Joe. Joe.
Who did you say dated him?
Who?
No.
Natalie.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
How old is Mila Jovovich?
I'm gonna guess she's 45.
You're back, baby. She's 46.
All right. So she's the same age as Angelina Jolie.
Is she?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have pegged her younger.
Angie?
No.
Mila?
Mila, but I think only because she was famous young, right?
They both were, because John Voight's her dad, right? Angelina.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mila's big break was Empire Records. Is that the right one? No,
Fifth
Dazed and
Element.
Confused. Oh no, Dazed and Confused.
When was Dazed and Confused? Before that?
Yeah, Fifth Element was the first time she was a lead.
Breakthrough. She was on Married with Children.
Was she?
Probably like a guest, Bud's girlfriend or something.
Oh, that makes some sense.
Oh, the Blue Lagoon. She redid the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah. So what's this chick doing? Do we know?
I like the idea of a chubby chicken space, but I am not
All right.
allowed. It's chat. Chat overrides me. Chat has more sway. Drifting through space. Have you watched anything new, Doug? You got anything on the go right now?
Started the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It's
What are
coming
your thoughts on
along.
that?
It's coming along.
I
Um,
I just got Disney Plus,
oh yeah,
so now I
you
have
liking it?
a bunch of stuff to catch up on. Yeah, I thought there would be more,
Oh, okay.
but maybe I just haven't really branched out yet.
You know what? It's funny. I'm gonna toot my own whatever, but I just Googled chubby chick images, and that painting back there shows up in like the first 20 images. That's kind of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're famous. You're Google famous.
Yeah.
Of course
See?
you are.
Right there. No, right there.
What was the question? Oh, the shows. So I started the Rebels, the Star Wars Rebels on that.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's okay. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll get through the 4 seasons or not, but I'm looking at that as like a precursor to Clone Wars because I heard Clone Wars is really good.
Is that
You
the
kinda
animated
gotta
one you mean?
Yeah, and you kind of got to stick with it. So
Mm-hmm.
I might, I like the Star Wars universe, so I'll probably watch that.
I really like the Clone Wars animated show.
Yeah,
I thought it was great.
yeah. So I'll probably watch that. I might watch Mandalorian again. Get to the. Is there 3 seasons? No, there's 2
Two.
seasons.
Third
So
one's coming out soon.
I'll watch that before that one comes out. The new season of The Expanse is out as well, or coming out right now too.
What's the Expanse?
Oh, it's a great sci-fi on the Amazon Primes, based on some really good books.
Oh, okay.
Very well done. Shot in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of mine was the dead guy in season 1.
Got some cool friends.
Yeah, maybe we're not friends anymore.
Because he's not with us anymore?
No, it's more like an acquaintance.
Gotcha.
I might have stretched our relationship a little bit.
Like you wanted more? And he was like,
Well,
I want
I
to be your friend.
just like he was on The Expanse. I'm like, I know that guy. He's my friend now.
I saw him at the grocery store. He's amazing.
know exactly
We
who
made
that
eye,
guy is.
we made eye contact. I love him.
You're going with white here, Doug.
I'm just marking my areas.
Oh, I see. Anybody else watching anything good, or anybody have recommendations for me for what to watch on Disney Plus? Because I just got it. I got it basically for that Beatles documentary and some of the Star Wars stuff. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna do the Marvel Universe in chronological order.
Yeah. Are you gonna do the shows in that
or whatever?
Are you gonna do the shows in that order too? Like add those in?
Probably not, because I'm watching the shows anyway.
Okay.
Like I really liked WandaVision, and I really
Yeah.
liked Loki. I thought they were both really, really entertaining.
Yeah. Agreed.
But I've watched like movies here and there, and not all of them, and I don't have the timeline and story in my head, you know? And I would like to understand that whole timeline and story and how it all fits together, and you know?
Yeah, just so you can follow along.
Dog Days. No, I haven't watched it yet, but I definitely am
Oh
going
yeah,
to.
that's good.
Because that's one that I will. I love that character. So
Yeah.
so cute. So cute. You're drawing 2 chicks?
Yeah. And you're like floating in space. I was like, oh yeah, I can see this.
Are they gonna have space helmets?
No. Fair question though.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. If only I had enough Z Club points.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
How does one earn these club points?
You just gotta watch. You just
Oh.
watch.
You should have all the points. You're here every week.
Yeah, but I'm not in my Twitch account on here every week.
Oh, that's right.
Sometimes I moderate from different accounts. Like yours.
Like mine.
I moderate
Yeah,
from yours.
that's right.
Cougar Town. Yo, it's on there? Okay. Yeah, I'll just check that out too. That's with Courtney
Golden
Cox.
Girls is on there.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
The GG.
Yeah.
Did have you rewatched it? Does it hold up?
I tried. No, I didn't find it did. For me, but I mean, it wasn't any worse than I remember. But it's like, I don't know why, but you just remember all the lines before they deliver them.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those old shows don't hold up just because of the way that they used to make sitcoms.
Right.
Like the formula that they used feels outdated.
That's true. Yep.
That's why shows like shows that broke that. So Seinfeld holds up because they broke the sort of formula. And shows like the dramatic shows that don't follow that formula, like Wonder Years and those sorts of things,
Mm-hmm.
seem to also hold up a little bit better. We're talking about shows on Disney Plus and what recommendations, and also we were talking about the Golden Girls, whether or not it held up. We can talk about Golden Girls all day.
We don't have to.
They're all dead now. All of them.
Yeah. Or so they would like us to believe.
So here's a question: how long do you think it'll be till they reboot Golden Girls?
I don't know.
Here's a harder question.
Sure.
Okay, everybody, let's all close our eyes. No, let's all keep our eyes open. Keep watching the stream. So there's this, and you keep painting, Doug. I
Okay,
can do
thank
this
you.
without you closing your eyes. Okay, we're all TV executives,
Yep.
and we've been tasked with casting the reboot of the Golden Girls. We have asked to not do this, and they have said, no, you must. We are going ahead with this project. Whether you like it or not, we're rebooting the Golden Girls. So you have to pick 4 people to be the new Golden Girls reboot.
And is it the same characters? Like
It's a reboot,
Sophia...
so it's up to you.
Okay.
The type of character, absolutely. So the old cantankerous one, the dumb one, the conniving one, and the promiscuous one.
Okay.
Stanley's going for the hard snore tonight.
I think he picks up better than I do on this thing.
All right, Bia's got one person.
I've got one person.
Yeah,
I've got two people. Yeah, I'm getting into this groove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a couple. Oh yeah, no, I've got the whole thing.
I've got one whole thing, and I've got another idea for another whole one.
Yeah.
So far, Bia's got two. Bia's got Helen Mirren and Bette Midler.
Yeah. I'd like.
I know who I would add to that.
Me too. I'd add in. Oh, we can't say.
No, go ahead.
I'd add in Oldie Hawn in there.
And Susan Sarandon, who's I would add.
It's great.
That's a pretty good one.
I kind of want Maggie Smith from Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Dolly Parton. Dolly would be good.
Would be great.
Yeah. But she'd steal the show.
I think that she'd be amazing. I think it would be the type of thing where you're right. It would be unwatchable because everybody would be waiting for Dolly Parton, and then if it was filmed in front of a live studio audience, which doesn't happen anymore, they would cheer every time they saw her, and she probably couldn't even get her lines out. You know?
Yeah, but she'd be a great recurring guest as herself.
Well, here's a question. I like Dolly Parton in there. Which one is she?
Oh, she's got to be Sophia. She's got all those witty one-liners.
She'd be a great Rose.
She's not dumb though.
Neither
was Rose, but
play dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
See, I see more Susan Sarandon as Rose.
I could see that, but I sort of see her as the B. Arthur character. Dorothy.
Oh, really? Yeah. See, I would have thought that was Bette Midler.
Yeah. See, that's tough. Emma Thompson. So you've got three now. We hijacked yours by putting our own couple in there, but you keep getting your four in there. So what's your first cast pitch?
Okay, I gotta write it down because
it would be so hard to cast this. And I think as the TV executive and casting director, I would keep going back and going, why are we rebooting Golden Girls?
Yeah, there's no need.
That sounded like a little fart.
That was Stanley. Okay, I have my four. Do you want them?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. Rene Russo.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Goldie Hawn as Rose. And Selma Hayek.
Wow. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Do you want to hear mine?
Yes.
My four?
Yes.
I went a little bit in a different direction. This is one of two. One's more like straight up. This is more of a reboot. Like fine, if we're gonna reboot it, let's completely tank it.
Gotcha.
Jonah Hill,
Oh, okay.
Seth Rogen, Michael Cera, and Jason Bateman.
No, Amy Poehler's ex-husband.
Will Arnett? No, he'd
Yeah.
be too good.
I forgot you like him so much.
I like him and I like Jason Bateman a lot. I
Well,
think
did
put
you
them
watch? Oh, so on Disney Plus, they did reboots of Facts of Life, and Jason Bateman and Will Arnett are on it with Jennifer Aniston as the reboot, and they did it live. And I will tell you this, and it's the craziest thing. Blair has not aged a day since 1981. And she doesn't look fake. It's weird.
Okay, so hold on. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the Facts of Life. They did a reboot of this.
Of the first
just
episode.
Like one.
Yeah. And then they did it on different strokes right after because Mrs. Garrett's character was on both.
But they weren't on that originally, right?
Who? No, they're rebooting the show. Like they're replaying that now, like at the age they are now, being like in university and such. And they're like laughing at their lines and they're getting it wrong. And Jon Stewart's on it.
Plus?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch this. This sounds really funny.
It was okay.
Oh. I really took the wind out of my sails there.
Well, I don't want you to be like, oh, it was the worst thing ever. Maybe you'll love it. And maybe that's all you'll watch. Is that just over and over and over?
Over and over. Then you come next week. I'm not here. Where's Shane? He's stuck watching that Jason Bateman thing. Which one? You take the good, you take the bad. You take them both. There you have Facts of Life.
Tootie.
Facts of Life.
Tootie was on it. She looks good.
Who was Blair?
The blonde.
Blair from Flax of Life.
Flax. The old Flax of Life.
You're right. She does not look a day older.
Like, it's weird. But she doesn't look like she's had work done, which is, like, incredible.
Yeah, she looks like she's had some work done.
Well, I mean, maybe. I would hope. It doesn't make sense otherwise.
No, yeah, interesting. Yeah, there's some other not so flattering pictures.
Oh, okay. Well, she's not a young lady.
Yeah, and how old do you think she is?
She'd be in her
I think it's gonna be
60s.
harder.
I would guess early 60s, early to mid 60s.
Lisa Weckel. Welchel.
Like how you became a Muppet.
Sometimes I wish they would do the math for me.
Fair.
You know?
Yeah.
37, 59. She's 59.
Oh. Surprising.
Well, you know, you take the good, take the bad.
Yeah. Well, she looks great.
Michelle Pfeiffer is a great ad. Yeah, absolutely. Flaxseed Life, the organic version of the show. Flaxseed Life. It's like Facts of Life, but flaxseed.
Thanks, Bia.
You take the grain, you take the seed, you take them both. There you have the Flax of Life.
Yeah. Can you make beer with that?
You take the bread, you take the beer, you take them both. In steer we beer. The Flaxify. This no C on the keyboard is not good. I'm going to have to get a new keyboard.
You're going to go keyboard shopping?
I'll have to get something. It's making my Googling slow.
You get Amazon deliveries out there, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Guess what
Yes,
you're
I
doing
do.
right after.
Maybe buying a new keyboard. I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking maybe I can fix it, and maybe I can.
Maybe you can. Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm gonna take it apart. I already took the key off and punched it a bunch of times.
You punched it?
But yeah, there's also some. It could be apparently it could be a software thing. I gotta do some weird reboot of the keyboard's software.
Okay.
Like the internal. I know it's riveting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, science and all that.
Yeah.
Are you looking for a specific color, Doug?
I am. Yeah.
What's the color you're looking for?
All the yellows.
Oh, you're just gonna get a mitt full of them.
Yeah.
A mitt full of yellows.
Mm-hmm. That's how we roll.
We should name them.
They have names.
So I liked yours. Who's who in that? Who's Salma Hayek in that? Blanche?
Yes. Yeah, she is. Yeah, definitely.
Who's Dorothy?
It's tough because who's the mom, Renee or Michelle? Or are they sisters?
Well, who's left? Michelle Pfeiffer, Renee Russo, and
Well, Goldie Hawn is definitely Rose.
Goldie Hawn's already Rose. Selma Hayek's
Blanche. So Michelle and Renee have to be Sophia and Dorothy.
Michelle Pfeiffer as Sophia for sure.
I think so too. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They'd have to like make her up to be a little older,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I gotta say, it's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You done well.
Thanks.
The other executives, television executives, are happy.
Oh, good. Hey, Bubs.
Was he up and about?
Yeah, see if he wants to say hi. I think he wants out. But... Oh, he's just flopping on the floor. You want to say hi, Bubbies? Roar. Big lift. Something happened.
Oh, then. How likely are you to recommend Windows? Yeah, get it.
No, not today.
Yeah.
Here's Bubbies.
Hello, Stanley.
You gonna say hi, Stan? He's so sleepy.
Such a smoky fella. I love his smoky color.
Yeah.
He's got them smoky eyes.
Well, they're half awake. I like how he crosses his paws. Oh, they're not crossed. He's like, I'm gonna get one of those chicks. Alright. He is so sleepy. He's always sleepy. He's always asleep.
That's what cats do.
He eats a lot too.
Where are we here?
All right, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. Nice to see you.
Oh my god. Missed you.
It's Rowan Atkinson's birthday today.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Happy birthday, Mr. Bean.
Are you a big fan? Are you a big fan?
I think I was when I was a kid. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
I don't know now. You need a little bit of patience, I think, for that.
Yeah.
I think he's good. He's stuff that he's in. He does his shtick well. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, he created it, right? So
Yeah.
one would hope he does it well.
Well, that and like, did you ever watch any of the Black Adder back then, as
No.
well, which was him and is it Hugh Laurie?
Oh, I didn't know they worked together.
No, I'm thinking of
House, right?
Fry, Laurie and Fry, or Fry and Laurie, or whatever.
I don't know.
Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie's skit show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he was in the Black Adder. I'm correct. I'm correct.
Thanks for telling us.
Four seasons, 24 episodes. That's why I like British shows. They don't like, oh, yeah, 6 episodes a season.
Quick and dirty. They got a lot of drinking to do.
They can tell the story. They don't need to drag it out.
Fair.
Yeah, Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, Rowan Atkinson, Blackadder.
So what does that mean? What's an adder?
Snake.
It's a snake?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry I asked.
Relatively small, stocky snake that prefers woodland, heartland, and moorland habitats. It hunts lizards and small mammals, as well as birds, apparently. Meadow pipit. And I
Okay.
don't know if there's a... It's also known as the common European viper.
Oh, it's poisonous.
Blackadder. I wonder if it's a specific snake. Yeah, that's right. Same thing. Found through most of Western Europe into East Asia, and is the only venomous snake native to Britain.
I didn't know they had snakes.
Now you do.
Don't like.
Yeah, that's thumbs down from Doug on the
Yep.
snakes in Britain.
No, thank you.
Yeah, none of that. No thanks.
No.
Oh no, they're kind of good looking.
No.
I mean the pattern on their back, not. They've got this cool zigzaggy thing going on.
Well, zigzag.
Little zaggy ziggy. Here, let me show you.
No.
Can I show you or no? No?
Yeah, you can. I'm just teasing.
What if I zoom in on the pattern?
You do whatever you're gonna do, buddy.
I'll zoom in on the pattern so you don't have to see the whole snake.
It's fine.
Don't look yet.
Okay, good. Didn't want to.
Okay, you can look now.
Oh, it's quite the pattern. So don't like it.
You know, yeah, it looked better on the darker one, but I thought it wouldn't translate well. Also, it's a very low res image. Anyway, that's what an adder is.
Shitty.
For those that don't know, Doug does not like snakes.
Fair.
Not a fan.
No.
If do you think if you could extinct one thing, that's what you would extinct?
No, I don't want to extinct anything. I just don't need to be there around. Live and let live.
I would extinct something. There's something I would extinct.
Oh. Emma Stone, right?
No. No.
No?
No.
Oh.
We get along just fine.
I didn't think you guys were talking.
It was
Okay.
absolutely amicable.
Okay.
Mosquitoes.
Okay, fair. Yeah, yeah.
Just not good.
I guess I would just like a snake repellent. If they know I'm around, give me 100-kilometer radius.
Like, how do you need 100 kilometers? You can't take like 10 meters, 100 meters. No, you get 100 kilometers.
I drive fast. So, that gives everyone time to get out of the way.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that'd be a good superpower to have, just like a little bubble. You could keep certain things out. Like mosquitoes, for example.
Don't need to get rid of them, just away from you.
I'd like to get rid of them. The disease and the...
You are correct, Rowie. It's not why I won't come. I'll just stay in the city.
They're more afraid... They're more afraid of you than you are of them, which is not true.
That. I don't think that's true.
Doug's absolutely more afraid.
Yeah. They're like, what's that guy's problem? I'm just having breakfast.
Ophidiophobia? Ophidiophobia? Fear of snakes. It's got to be one of the top ones, right?
Not sure. I would think maybe.
Top phobias. Let's see. Arachnophobia, fear of heights.
Arachnophobia is fear of spiders.
No, I read it wrong. It's acrophobia. Acrophobia. Man, this is gonna be hard for me. This is just a list. Oh, but there's 10. Fear of heights, fear of flying, claustrophobia.
Oh yeah, I don't like that one either.
Yeah, fear of snakes is in here. Fear of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Is in the top 10?
I'm not scared of dogs, but I've encountered people when I'm walking with friends who have dogs, and people are like, they get freaky.
Yeah.
Why are there snakes in your city?
Fear of storms. They don't know because they don't know it's a city, I think. Not as many snakes in the city, though, right? Like, there's a lot less. But the problem is when there's snakes in the city, you know where they are? They're in your boot.
The back in your trunk of your car?
Yeah, that's right. In the trunk of the car, because that's where the mice are.
Yeah.
If it's one thing they eat, it's mice. Washington Post. This is a little bit more. Let's see. What was their sample size here? They don't say. Good. All right. Bugs, snakes, and other animals blood, needles, claustrophobia, strangers, clowns, and ghosts. Oh yeah,
Clowns, that's a big one, yeah.
Calorophobia. Yeah.
My friend Todd doesn't like clowns. I never,
I
you
can
know
see
what,
why.
and I've never asked why. Like, if there is a reason, I should say. Maybe he doesn't want to share, but maybe I'll ask next time. He doesn't like little dolls though either, because he said like his sister had a shit ton of those dolls that would like their eyes would roll back, and
Yeah.
he'd just walk into a room. He was like freaked out as a
Yeah, that's
kid.
not good. It's like when you're a kid and you're trying to go to sleep and it's dark and you can still make out that doll face
Oh yeah, not good. Not
yeah,
good.
in the dead of yeah. Oh, not good at all. Ask them if they have a fear of clowns because of poltergeist, because that's where mine stems from.
Oh. Yeah,
I saw
next
that
time.
way too young, and it was awful for me. Still is awful.
I think
That's why I don't
it
watch
sounds-
scary movies anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I'm not a scary movie fan. I don't see the need.
Yeah, I'm scared every day of my life. Why do I need to?
Why? Why do? Why do I need to entertain
amplify
that?
that?
Yeah,
I gotta amplify that.
you don't.
Smaller water snakes that swim through the pipes and find themselves in the city, into your toilet. So now, when you go poop, you gotta be careful.
Happened in Singapore. The poopy snakes. Yep,
Yeah,
It's
it's
real.
bad when the snakes are coming up the pipes. You know.
I do. It's not good. It's not good.
Public speaking, heights, drowning. That's a big one.
Oh yeah, people
Flying.
don't like
People have a fear of flying. People are scared of the dark.
that. Mm-hmm.
Not me though.
You like the dark?
I'm just not scared of it. That's not true at all. It's like everybody's scared of the dark.
You're not scared of the dark. You're scared of what you think might be in the dark.
Yeah, but that's that's what that is, I think.
Oh.
And here's the thing: you might not be scared of the dark in your house, which I'm fine here for the most part, except for every once in a while.
Yeah.
But there are places where you're scared of the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're in the jungle, you're scared of the dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there
you're
could be
in-
snakes in there.
Yeah, or predator or something. I don't know. be as scared of getting lotion put on her.
Well. So masseuses aren't your thing.
Pits too, probably.
Snake pits or Brad Pitts? Or duck pits?
Buffalo Bill pits. Oh,
What?
no, that's scary. It puts the lotion on the skin,
Oh,
or
yeah,
or
I
it
do
gets
remember
the
that movie.
hose again.
Yeah. Buffalo Bill. Oh, Buffalo Bill from there. Thank you for tying it all back in. Yeah, it took me a hot minute. My bad.
No,
Clarice.
it's fine. You're afraid of that supple skin. My skin's too soft.
I'm not
I can
laughing
see
at
that.
Bia. I'm laughing at Shane.
Yeah, I'm laughing at me too. The disgusting. Yeah, it's the texture.
Of the supple skin?
No, of the lotion.
Oh. Oh.
Roy doesn't like when people touch his neck,
That's fair.
front or back or both. More so the
Oh.
back.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what's
You-
going on.
She was like, "What are you doing?" What are you
You're like
doing?"
out of control. You're like, what the shit? Get out of my junk. This chick is chubby.
That's what you're going for, I think.
Yeah. Just floating around.
Yeah, yeah. the dark. Where would you be the most afraid of the dark?
Me?
Yeah.
Underground. And I've done it.
Oh, where? What? Where and what?
Um, the Watamo Caves in New Zealand. And you have to rappel in, and you're in a wetsuit. And there's eels in there.
Oh no, I don't like eels.
And you have to, like, I had to like shut down everything that should freak me out to get through this little cave that I could barely get my shoulders through, and that was the part of the cave to get out that has water in it, and there's eels in it, and you got to go through. You can't go back.
Man.
And I don't know how I did it. Like, I couldn't do it again. I literally had to like be like, well, if I want to see tomorrow, I guess I got to do this. So let's just, you just compartmentalize everything, and you're like, all right.
Yeah. I just looked up images though. It's all this bioluminescent stuff.
Yeah, it's all these like little glowworms in there, and you're floating down this little tube, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't like eels. Eels are just like
Snakes.
I think they're delicious.
in
But
water.
they're just like water snakes that'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Hit those squats. Scared of dark basements as a kid? Absolutely. We had a basement where the light was at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh gosh.
And we would turn off the light and run up those stairs so fast.
Yeah.
All four limbs pulling yourself up the stairs as quickly as possible.
I'm about as far as I'm gonna go with the chubs right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to say the one place that I would be the most afraid of the dark would be in the middle of a calm ocean.
Like in the water?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's not
No, it's not good. It's not good at all. No. Ugh.
No.
Bloodsuckers are also a no-no? Yeah, of course.
good. Bloodsuckers. Yeah, no.
Not good.
Like leeches?
Oh
Yeah.
God. This gives me the shivers even just thinking about it. Not good.
The shivers. Yeah, parasites in general. Not good. Not good.
You got a good start here, Doug.
Yeah, I just want to let it dry. So it's funny, like this, the chubbier of the chicks. At first, I envisioned this one like face on, but now I think it's back on, going that way.
Oh.
And this
Yeah.
one's like coming in hot, floating by. I'm gonna jump on you, chubs. And it's like, he's like, no, I'm gonna turn my back. Not gonna happen. Outer
It
space.
does look like you've taken a little bit of my style on that top one.
Oh, the pizza.
Yeah, little pizza. He's a little pizza-y. They got some pizza elements in there. Not
Yeah.
completely. He's got a lot more definition, but
Yeah. You know what? I take inspiration where I do. It's not designed. It's not chosen. It's almost like the inspiration chooses me. That's right, Bia. It's a very cute ass. You just want to be like, no, 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 no.
Like what, Doug?
You saw it. You're gonna play it back when it's on YouTube later.
I was really hoping you'd just do it again.
Oh, I know. But you know what?
Uh,
How did you put it earlier? I'm the entertainment.
You're the talent.
The talent. That's it. Yeah. Well, everyone, you should thank Shane for showing up. He's not feeling 100, and so Shane, I'd like to thank you for showing up and bringing your voice and your talents to the show tonight. I appreciate that.
Always a pleasure, Doug. Always a pleasure. Thank you, chat. It's nice to see everybody.
Yes,
Nice
thanks
to
for
be
showing up. Happy 2022. I hope everyone had
happy 2022.
a great ease into the new year. Nothing too stressful, nothing too crazy. Rowie, I'm really happy you got your koala. That was planned.
All right, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Maybe we'll pick up these chubby chicks then, Doug. Perhaps.
Yeah, and we'll be carrying on with the commission piece as well. So yeah, come back, see the evolution.
All right.
Look
Thanks,
forward to
everybody.
it.
Have a great night.
Have an amazing night. Take care.
Bye.